time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
The gift to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. All wideouts, no backs. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Northwestern. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Coffee. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Fires on the move. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payback.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Coffee. That's reeled in. It's Tompkins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, See where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Tompkins. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Coffee. Snagged out of the air. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Finds a man in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep...
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He throws one to the left. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's...
There he goes! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On the ground, it's Burns. At the 35, he's got room. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Northwestern! They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, at his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up 14 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Burns. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. Let's it fly. Got a man in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to pass. It's Coffee. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught near the sideline, it's Tompkins. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll try the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And here comes the offense on second down. After run, now throw. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Quarterback will keep it. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tompkins.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. That's caught. It's Tompkins. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Back to pass, it's Coffee. Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the shot. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's going to let one go back to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, put up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Snags it on the line. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They've executed well in the passing game. Big challenge from a team close to them in the rankings, and it looks as if they're going to pull it out, guys.
Yeah, and you love the challenges. You want those challenges. You want to see where you stack up, and this passing game stacked up really well today. Moving forward, Palmer, I know I can trust my passing attack, and I beat a really, really good team today.
That's the thing, David. They've got to have so much confidence now throwing the football because, yeah, they were able to do it earlier in the year against teams that were unranked, but you do it on a stage like this against a team that has a number beside their name. That's a big deal.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in control.